This past Easter at the Good Friday service that we hold at Altsville Hall, I was mingling with people after the service, and a woman about my age came up to me and she said, "Hello, Mary Brink." And I'm like, she could tell by the look on my face, this lady doesn't know who I am. And so when she introduced herself, she gave me a hug, and then she stepped back and she said, "Did you know I'm here today because of you?" I was baffled, and I said, "Would you explain? Tell me what you mean." So she reminded me, she said, many years ago, I was a single mom raising 3 young children, and one day I decided to try attending your church. And I think it was maybe the second or third service, you gave me a big hug. Only God knows how desperately I needed a hug. And that made such a difference in my life. And because of that, I'm here today. So as I thought back, I remembered that I had been quite judgmental of her when I saw her. I admit thinking that she should have better control of her kids because she seemed to have it all together. To me, she almost seemed kind of arrogant and unapproachable. And so I hadn't made a real effort to reach out to her yet. But then one Sunday, I had been noticing that her children were really giving her a hard time. And so she exited the auditorium. And I was kind of relieved in a way. I thought, okay, a little less noise and the kids will be going to kids' church soon. But then after a minute or two, I just felt prompted to go out and just check on her and see if there was maybe something she needed. And so I went out into the hall and I was looking around to see if I could find her. And then I saw her coming out of the washroom. And so I approached her and I said, "Is everything okay?" And to my surprise and shock, she burst into tears. She begins just pouring out all the pain and hurt that she's going through and trying to raise these children. And my heart just broke for her. I just felt so sorry for her. And that was the beginning of a friendship. And as a result, she kept coming back. She felt safe to come back, and she really felt the love of God, I guess, in that hug, which just meant so much to me, that God could use such a small gesture to make such a difference to her. And things kind of happened in her life, and she did drift away for a while. So we drifted apart. I didn't really connect with her anymore. But as she shared at this Good Friday service, she said that she had eventually met a wonderful man and was remarried, and they were fully plugged into a church in town, serving actively and totally involved. And she said, "I don't know where I would be today if it hadn't been for that hug."